It's July 30th as Apocalypse Week continues. I always feel like maybe I'm saying something like, stay tuned as Shark Week continues. Stay out of the water. But it's Apocalypse Week. For lots of folks, apocalypse would be like the zombie apocalypse. It's the end of the world, meaning extinction. And it all comes to a crashing end. It's over. That's really not biblical apocalypse. Apocalypse, biblically, God's realm, God's grace, God's glory, the goodness of God is ushered in, comes in, and overthrows, overtakes evil and darkness. Those are the pieces of this biblical apocalypse, or the understanding. And so as we talk about apocalypse, or as we're saying, there have been many apocalyptic moments in my life. Biblically, I would say something like this. For Joshua and the people of Jericho, they would think, there's this weird group of people marching around our wall, our fortress. How weird. That's how the week begins, right? It's the stronghold. We're fine. What the heck? And Joshua, and they're marching. And a day goes by, 2 days, it's no biggie. And then apocalypse, baby. Their world as they knew it came to an end. The walls came down. And everything changed. Ain't it funny what a difference a week can make? That's biblical apocalypse. It could look like this. 1 week, everything looked just fine. Marriage looked fine. Relationship looked fine. Until maybe you find a receipt and think, what piece of jewelry is this? Now wait a minute. And you look at the credit card receipt and go, now wait just 1 minute. That's not jewelry that I'm wearing or have been given. And you ask the question, and you can't unknow what you know. And your world comes crashing down. Ain't it funny how a world can change in a week? That's apocalypse. And we live through them. I've had so many apocalyptic moments. And I have one poem that I go to again and again, and it's called One Art, and it's by Elizabeth Bishop. And so I share it with you. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things seem filled with the intent to be lost, that their loss is no disaster. Lose something every day, except the fluster, the lost door keys, the hour badly spent. The art of losing isn't hard to master. Then practice the losing farther, losing faster, places and names, and where it was you meant to travel. None of these will bring disaster. I lost my mother's watch, and look, my last, or next to last, of 3 beloved houses went. The art of losing isn't hard to master. I lost 2 cities, lovely ones, then vaster. Some realms I owned, 2 rivers, a continent. I missed them, but it wasn't a disaster. Even losing you the joking voice, a genuine gesture I love. I shan't have lied. It's evident. The art of losing's not hard to master. Though it may look like, write it, disaster. It's a great poem by Elizabeth Bishop. Apocalypse. It feels like the world has come to an end, but God who created in 7 days, so the narrative story tells us. Ain't it funny the difference a week can make? That same week that feels like apocalypse is the same kind of week that God strengthens us to rebuild. Apocalypse, the uncovering and the ushering in begins of something new through the goodness and grace, the power and glory of God.